In 2017, our next speaker was elected as the first African American mayor of Lathrup Village. She was recently elected as the chair of the Southfield Lathrup Democratic Club, as well as the co-chair of the 14th Congressional District Screening and Endorsement Committee, and continues to serve as the vice chair of the Oakland County Democratic Club. Making a difference in the community has always been a priority to her. She is focused in helping people that are perceived to have no voice, and has been a local and vocal asset about women and children's rights. Her list of accolades and accomplishments as well are well-deserved and includes an honorary introduction into the Golden Key International Honor Society, the Wonder Woman Award from the Women's Official Network, as well as the Women Pioneer of Distinction Award. Please join me in welcoming the Mayor of Lathrup Village, Ms. Kelly Garrett.
Well, good afternoon, everyone. I see now that I need to update my bio because some of that is incorrect, but that's okay. So, seeing that no one has told me how to use this, let's start with this. So thank you all for having me here today. I want to say thank you to Mayor Seibert for including us in your State of the City address, and I thank all the City Council members of Southfield also. Before I go on, I would be remiss if I did not introduce my co-councils, the people that put up with me on a weekly, monthly, hourly basis. First, I would like to introduce Mayor Pro Tem Bruce Cantor. Stand up so they can see you. Thank you. Councilwoman Donna Stallings. Councilman Ian Ferguson. Our newly appointed Councilman Salim Siddiqui. And I also want to introduce our leadership team, because also without them we would not be where we are today. So first and foremost, I'd like to introduce Dr. Cheryl Mitchell as our city manager. Pam Barachi, our city treasurer. Yvette Talley, our city clerk. Our police chief, Scott McKee. And someone snuck in on me, but our planning commissioner, Jason Hammond. Thank you guys for everything that you do, keeping me together. The first thing that everyone asks me first is, where is Lathrup Village located? Okay? So this is what I want you to do, because I am interactive, okay? So put your hand up. Put your other hand up. What is that? Okay. So now look right where the fleshy part is. That's going to be Southfield, okay? Now squint your one eye, and then look at the little line, and that's where Lathrup Village is. Lathrup Village is actually in the center of Southfield. We're actually Southfield's heartbeat. So without Lathrup, okay, we have about 50,000 cars that go down Southfield right now going through Lathrup Village. So it is a destination spot for entrepreneurs, for extensions of, I don't know, Beaumont Hospital offices or something like that. I just thought I would say that, okay. One thing that I could say about Lathrup is that it's very unique. It's unique in the fact that it's a small city. It's only 1.5 square miles. It is between Evergreen and, well, Greenfield, sort of, and then between Lincoln and 12 Mile. The one thing that I do love about Lathrup is the fact that it has a very rich, not agricultural, but architectural houses and the families there, and it's a wonderful location for your family and for businesses. And one thing that we had going on this year is that we had our 65th anniversary, and just in case you did not know, that means that Lathrup is older than Southfield. Southfield is 60 years old today. I know you love me. I know you love me. And in the 65-year celebration, we are honoring our previous mayor, Frank Brott. This year he decided, I should say at the end of last year, he decided to retire. And so what we did, because usually Frank does not get his way, we've decided to give him his own way, which is the Frank Brock way. He's going to be watching this, so you might want to clap for that. In addition to new streets for Frank, we have new people that have joined Southfield Lathrup. Oh my God, I didn't say that. Lathrup. I know, I did not say that. Okay. So, one, I want to introduce our new manager of community and economic development, Susie Steck. Thank you. And Carol DeLondon, she's the assistant of government operations. And since we're talking about business development, which I introduced the wrong person at the beginning, so excuse me for that. We have some new developments, and we talked about this last year, but now they're actually going forward. We have a new townhomes. They are apartments that are going up on 696. It's a 22-unit apartment. That is not the picture of it, but we'll just say that that's what it looks like, okay? And then the other thing is that we have from last year is Michigan First's new expansion. I don't know if you all have driven down 11 Mile and Evergreen. It's an absolutely beautiful building. And they have a new conference center, so you might want to check it out if you have any type of program that you have coming on, because it's absolutely beautiful inside the Mint. The other things that are coming to Lathrup Village, and actually it just happened this afternoon if I'm not mistaken, is we had the closing of the Honey Tree restaurant. And what's going to be going there now is Jagged Fork. Has anyone heard of that? Okay, Jagged Fork is in conjunction with Hudson Cafe from downtown. So now we will have an opportunity for you to come and have brunch and lunch with us, because they will have a liquor license also. I know everybody wanted to know about that in Lathrup, but now I'm letting you all know too. We also have Eddie Smokes, and we have a plethora of different businesses that gives everyone an opportunity to become an entrepreneur and to move to Lathrup. One thing that I wanted to also bring up is that on April 3rd, because Susie has been doing an outstanding job, we're going to be having a business roundtable, and it's from 4 to 6, and it's going to be at Lathrup Village City Hall. This is the opportunity for you to have new business ideas, to hear new business ideas, and also to see what buildings we have available for your new location of Beaumont Hospital's offices. So one thing that we have going on, which I think this is going across the, not United States, but Michigan, is the legalization of marijuana. It is so not my favorite topic right now at all. We did have a town hall, and actually we had 2 town halls on it, and we're going to have our second reading of our ordinance tonight. This has been the only word that keeps coming into my head is a nightmare, but that's not the right word that I want to say. It's been very interesting. The one thing that I have suggested to my council is for us to opt out of it at this time, only so we can put together a commission or some type of community group that we can start investigating and understanding exactly what does this look like. We can be the first in so many other things. I just think that this is where we don't need to be the first in. And so we're going to look at other communities and see how that goes for them. Something new also coming to Lathrup is the fact, and I'm really happy about this, and I'm pleased that she has done this, is that Congresswoman Brenda Lawrence is now going to have a mobile office at Lathrup Village. And so you now can come there and you can talk with some people from her office. It's going to be related to casework assistance, Social Security, immigrations, and veteran resources. And we'll get that out soon to figure out exactly when she'll be there. And of course, I like to spring things on Mayor Cyber at this type of event. We are working on non-motorized bike pathways. Lathrup is going to be moving forward with plans for a local bike path, and there is an opportunity to partner with the City of Southfield in seeking grant funding for a bike station that connects the 2 communities near Southfield Nature Center. So this is an opportunity for Mayor Cyber and the Southfield City Council to partner with us on this endeavor. The one thing that this is where I know that people are probably going to be like, oh no, she's going off a script because this is what I do. But we did have the Martin Luther King celebration. It's not our first celebration, but it's the first time we collaborated with the City of Southfield, which was really something I really, really appreciate you doing that. The one thing that I want to talk to you all about today is because it was really heavy on my heart, and that is to talk about what happened in New Zealand. And the thing about it is that it's our lead as leaders, as community leaders, as leaders in businesses, to start teaching tolerance. It doesn't matter what the color of your skin is. It doesn't matter what faith that you practice. It doesn't matter who you love. It's our responsibility, every single person at this table, to teach that, to ingrain that into people, into the people that you interact with. It bothers me, and I think that it's unfortunate that Dr. King's words still ring true. And the fact is that we need to start really judging people on the content of their character and not the color of their skin, and not what faith they worship, and again, not who they love. Just to give you a quick background on Lathrup, and I swear I'm not going to be much longer, is the fact is that if you don't know about Lathrup, let me give you the history on it really fast. So Lathrup was founded by Louise Lathrup, and this was some time ago. But Lathrup was considered, and this is a quote, to be Metro Detroit's great white hope. In the brochure to celebrate Lathrup, it said there's going to be where restrictions are high, taxes are low, and when families are carefully selected, there will be no mixing of children of different races. So this is what we have that we have to still try to overcome at this point. So the one thing, when we celebrated Martin Luther King's birthday, when I saw this picture, I thought that this was the most touching picture, and I think that this is what Dr. King's dream was supposed to look like. These are all of our leadership people, most of the people from our leadership for the state of Michigan. We have our state rep, our state senator, Mayor Seibert came. We have all of Lathrup's leadership team. We have from the federal level. We have from the state level. Everyone was there. That's what it's supposed to look like. It's supposed to be diverse. I have to say that this is one of my favorite pictures. This exemplifies what diversity and inclusion looks like. Another thing about Lathrup real fast is that we do hire men, just to let you all know that. However, it just hasn't happened just yet. Lathrup, well, Scott's there, I'm sorry, Scott. Lathrup is one of the only cities in the United States that is led by women. Now, one thing that I can say, though I don't value Louise Lathrup's ideology of how the city should have been set up, I will give her credit in this, is that she was a pioneer. She was a visionary, and she was a feminist before there was a such thing as feminist. We are leading the city with Dr. Cheryl Mitchell at the helm, Councilwoman Donna Stallings, City Clerk Yvette Talley, and City Treasurer Pam Barachi. And one thing that I am very proud to say, we just hired our second female police officer. And I'm going to mess up your name, I know this, but I'm going to try really hard, is Zara Al-Harani, who is fluent in Arabic, which I thought was very great. Regardless of what we've come through, and I believe you keep your history so you can learn from it. Not for you to repeat it, but for you to learn from it so you can move forward. The one thing in this particular picture is you have the first female mayor of Lathrup Village, and then you have the first African-American mayor of Lathrup Village. This is what it looks like when you're moving forward and when you're incorporating everyone and having inclusion and diversity. One thing that I do love about Lathrup is the fact is that we are resilient. And one quote that I always use, and you can take it as the city or you can take it as the leader, whichever one you want to. And that is, though she may be little, she is fierce. Let you think about that one. I think it's maybe about the city. But anyway, that's all that I have. I told you I would keep it quiet or keep it short. I appreciate you all having me here. And then one thing I want to tell you last, we will be kicking off our summer concerts on June 26th, and it will start off with Lord Yancey. So I'm hoping that I will see all of you there, and I thank you so much for having me, and hopefully I'll see you next year.